Welcome to Confident Chaos, Leo Nation. What's going on, Leos? I miss you guys. Um, if you don't know, I have a main channel, Confident Chaos Tarot, and I just posted 2 Leo videos over there. So if you would like, it's really good. It feels like this is your year, Leo. You're going to come into some type of windfall. Also, you're walking away and shedded everything that you needed to shed for 2025. And now 2026 is looking so promising. So I decided to start this reading off with your sexual energy because we already hit those in the other ones. And I didn't want to just do a repeat. Remember, the reader, gets bored too. So I don't want the same cards repeating. If you want to get those messages, please go over to the main channel, Confident Chaos Tarot. My name is Mel. This is your first time here at Leo Nation. Welcome. I'm trying to build this channel, so please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to start off with your sexual energy. It's just like the main channel. The only rule is to be kind to each other. You could comment whatever you like. Just, be kind, respectful, and everything will flow, okay? I did a pre-shuffle, and on the bottom we got escort, okay? So we're going to see why Leo has an escort in the midst. Your first card, wow, porn. Okay. So Leo, maybe you're just entertaining yourself, lighthearted. That's what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? It could even be scrolling and bumping into it. You know what I mean? And then just hitting a look, see what's going on there. We have foreplay. So maybe the porn that you are watching is used as a tool for foreplay with someone, which is common. Nothing to write home to mama about, right? And then we have hookup. So spirit is talking to your sexual energy. They're telling on you, baby. So right now you're not doing anything really heavy, Leo. Like you're not engaging too hard with this person. This is light. It's fun. It's, flirty, maybe sexy text, and maybe you guys hooked up, and while hooking up, you know, you watch some porn to get things going or to point the person in the direction you were hoping for. Because with escort on the bottom, I'm kind of feeling like either this is a person that is kind of loosey goosey, or this is a person that's like down for whatever, just a free spirit, right? And because escort doesn't necessarily mean sex either. You know what I mean? This could be someone that you like sitting in their sexual energy. You like being around them in that aspect. It's someone you hook up with, you know? So this is very lighthearted. Why is this person coming out? We have no idea. So let's pull from another deck and see what comes out. So Leo, please support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. That way YouTube kind of pushes it out. Otherwise they don't. They leave you in a little corner. People have to come and search for ya. Okay, so even if it's not your message, it could be someone else's. Wow. So your cards immediately on the bottom, we have sexually active at a young age. So maybe this is describing the person that you sit in their little sexual energy and enjoy from time to time. Okay. We have, I did it to me. Okay. We have caught naked and vulnerable, Leo. Okay. And we have co-parenting with a demon. What is going on? All right, Leo. And remember what we have on the bottom is sexually active at a young age. Okay. So I did it to me is kind of speaking to something where you feel like you put yourself in a position where you knew better, but you just did it anyway, being impulsive or just wanting to do it because that's Leo. If Leo wants to do something, they're going to do it. Okay. And that's just how we learn. I feel like whatever you did, it made you feel kind of vulnerable. because maybe something was exposed with caught naked and vulnerable. Maybe something was supposed to be just between you and a certain person, and it ended up being information for the masses, right? Like online or wherever you live, you know what I mean? And I feel like it got back to someone that you have a child with co-parenting with the demon, Leo. And this person's reaction is giving exactly what the card says, demon. This person did not appreciate it. This person probably reacted in a way where it even shocked you. You probably never even seen this person behave this way before. And so, yeah, that's why I did it to me is here. You feel like you're taking responsibility for whatever was exposed because you shouldn't have trusted whoever it was with that information. Wow. Let's pull from the oh hell no deck, because what? What is going on? Leo. Listen, sometimes we trust the wrong people. My husband used to always say, do your crimes by yourself. Like, very adamant with that. Even though people that say that still fall into the traps of doing things they're not wanting to expose with people. And then those people have like a power because they have that information. You know what I mean? And if you can't trust them, Jesus. You feel me? So yeah. I did it to me is just really radiating because it speaks volumes too, because you're taking accountability for your part in whatever was leaked, whatever got out. Okay. For some of you, it could be even something that you videotaped, right? You could have did a Kim Kardashian and Ray J, and that kind of is looming over your head or got out. Okay. So on the bottom of oh hell no, we have you deserve flowers, not confusion. Okay, we're going to see why that's there. You have, if they say I don't do labels good, label them unavailable. So, give me 1 minute. You can't heal in the same place that broke you. I have a thing with this card, kind of, because I don't fully subscribe to that. I feel like sometimes God puts you in that pressure cooker and you have to heal where you were hurt. And people did, you know? But we're going to take it as is for now. Then we have the intimacy is lackluster. Okay. Leo, what I'm seeing is that you're dealing with someone that, and for some of you, and I'm just going to speak what I feel, for some of you, this is someone you have a child with, right? And maybe it started off light and ended up getting a little heavier, to where you had a kid, right? um, this person, though, Leo, and it's not for everyone, it's just for some of you. This person kind of confuses lust and love. And so you kind of got caught up in that whirlwind too. This person has a really, really unhealthy view, connection, um, attachment to sex. It's not used, it's used as a tool, as power. It's not used to connect, to grow closer, to build a deeper bond, which is what it's for. It's almost like when you guys were getting closer, that's when all the problems started, because it was okay when it was just sexually based. But when it started getting a little heavier, and this could be male or female, they kind of pulled back or ran or ghost. right? But it's just some type of removal of energy. You and this person have some type of connection, even if you don't have a child together. You have something that brings you back together. And this is why this card is here. You can't heal in the same place that broke you, because in this case, it's more like a cycle. You keep repeating the same thing, trying the same thing, trying to heal it, and it's not going to work that way. You have to do something different if you want to get a different result. One of you are using sex as a way to and I don't even want to say it that way, because I just feel like for this person, sex is kind of a way to control, kind of way to dominate, a kind of way to even receive, like maybe that's the way they receive their intimacy. You get what I'm saying? But it's just unhealthy. The other person, on the other hand, doesn't see it that way. You know, they're lighthearted when it's kind of like, that area, and then they know how to bond, use it as a bonding mechanism because they want to get deeper with someone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah. What was on the bottom? You deserve flowers, not confusion. You get where that's coming from now. So one of you are definitely very much in a space where you don't even know truly where this person is, because they mask everything with sex. Sexually active at a young age, male or female. This kind of like, how you say it, skew your view of what a healthy sexual relationship is. And I think that's the type of person you're dealing with. They move like an escort. They move like they're creating fantasies instead of actually bonding with the person. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me pull from the twin flame, because I kind of feel like it's not out of malice. It's out of lack of experience. You get, like people could get to the point of getting you in bed, but then what? Do you know how to build after that? Do you know how to get to the next level of intimacy? Like, it's not just about a nut, it's about getting closer. So on the bottom, we have, I've been carrying you in my heart every single day. So again, I really feel like, and we'll see before I jump the gun, because spirit has a way of slapping me down if I'm wrong. But, or let me not say that. I'm so extreme, and I'm trying not to be so dramatic. But spirit has a way of course correcting. Isn't that nice? Okay. I've been carrying you in my heart every single day. This person doesn't know how to approach you, Leo. This person doesn't know how to give you what you need past physical satisfaction. We have, I want to bring honesty and sincerity into our connection. So this person is trying. Yeah. They're trying. They're trying to be vulnerable. They're trying to be naked with you. I wonder sometimes, I sometimes wonder if it isn't too late for me to apologize. Well, cross watcher, no, it's not. It's never too late to apologize. You just can't control how the person receives it. And you also have to listen to what they have to say. The last card they have is, I cannot live without you, but I don't want you to know this. So yeah, this person is still holding on to a little piece of, I want to control the outcome. I don't want to be too naked, too vulnerable. You see the back and forth? It's like they know what they have to do, but it just like kills them inside to really have to do it. Even though they think about you all the time, carry you in their heart every day. It's weird. Like, why is it killing you just to be vulnerable? And I know why. As soon as I said it, the answer was there. It's because things happen in our lives where we have experiences to where we equate that hurt right to being vulnerable. And it's not the truth. But that's what we do as humans. So then we X out being vulnerable until we feel safe enough. But then sometimes our mind messes with us and never puts us in a space where we feel safe because our ego is working overtime to protect us. You get what I'm saying? So you have to sometimes, if something stays in your energy, you have to explore it. Why? It's there for a reason. If this person, and I'm talking to the cross watcher, if you can't let Leo go and you really feel like Leo is supposed to be in your life, then you don't have a choice but to be vulnerable and naked. And you're not going to be met with um, defense, right? You're not, Leo is not going to be defensive towards you when you do that. Leo actually appreciates that. That's actually what drives Leo. We're the sun, we illuminate. So even if you try to hide it, we're going to see it. You know what I mean? But just because we see it don't mean you don't need to express it. You have to say it. So if you want to apologize, do it. Okay? Let's get some tarot. What's Leo's energy? What's Leo's energy? Holy Spirit, what's Leo's energy? Wow. On the bottom, we have the Magician. So that's that willpower. That's that concentration Leo is holding on to right now. And that's been going through all of the readings. Leo is just very focused on shedding what doesn't allow them to move forward, because Leo is adamant about a new path. So if you want to be with Leo, cross watcher, you have to get on it. Okay? They're not stopping. What's Leo's energy? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So this speaks about some type of harsh truth that you had to face, Leo. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the Knight of Pentacles energy. Knights are action. So it's laying the foundation. It's being disciplined. But, you know, knights are slow. They're methodical, practical. They're going to take their time. They're responsible. So this is the energy that you're in. Excuse me. You probably have to face a harsh truth about how you were spending your money, how you were looking at certain things in your life, Leo. And you were clinging to ideas that were no longer serving you. So this is part of the harsh truth that you had to realize, that you had to release in order to do what you want to do, which is, and I'm speaking collectively, I feel like it's all of the Leos at this point, move forward, new path, new way of thinking, new way of doing, and you're laying the foundation. Okay? What's challenging, Leo? Leo, you might have some illusions surrounding your motion, surrounding your momentum. You're allowing, okay, so let me put it this way. You might have a home life that is full of responsibilities. Maybe you create the stability energy in your home. Maybe you're the one that they go to for this, the one they go to for that, the one you know, you just have responsibilities. And it's coming out in your challenge because you kind of feel like it's holding you back in some way from taking advantage of this momentum that you're bumping into right now. Like you have the willpower, you have the plan, you're setting the motion, you're disciplining yourself, but it's like you just have this one thing that you feel is pulling you back. And I feel like it's an illusion. It's not really holding you back. Your family is not holding you back. Your home life is not holding you back. Your responsibilities are not holding you back. It's kind of, I don't know if you guys seen it, but recently online, if you were ever into love and hip hop, the real one from New York, when we had the infamous Tara and Peter Guns and Amina triangle, which was just crazy. You remember Amina? She's recently online saying that she cannot get a job because she has children, and which is just crazy to me because how many mothers have jobs? Majority, okay? And so I feel like it's kind of like that with you, Leo. It's like you are holding on to something that's an illusion. It's in your subconscious. It's not even in your subconscious. Let me take that back. It's an illusion. It's something that you have created that's obscured. You have everything in you to just surge, to move forward. To your path is clear, Leo. So whatever you're holding on to that you think is a challenge, it's not. And you're gonna have to overcome that illusion. You're gonna have to overcome that distortion. Okay? And a possible outcome for Leo. We have the Knight of Swords, action. Eight of Swords, mental entrapment. And Seven of Cups, options or delusion. I'm going with delusion. So you are going to move forward. You're not going to be stuck or stagnant. You have your purpose. You set your intentions, and you're confident, Leo. But I am going to tell you, you have this tinge of still trapped in some type of victim loop, thought loop. Something in your mind that you need to cleanse. Something that makes you feel powerless. You have to let go of it. For example, I just recently started a new job, and if anybody is in the billing world, finance world, you know those offices are cutthroat because it's so high stress. You're dealing with money all the time. And you're dealing with money for an organization. Usually I work for FQHC, so you're dealing with money with an organization that is really like dependent on it's dependent on contracts, it's dependent on good record keeping, it's dependent on the state, the feds, you know what I mean, funding. And so you have to keep your ducks in a row, and it has to be balanced, and it's not easy, and you get high strung. So a lot of people do not have good business practice. They don't really manage the money well. It's too many chiefs, not enough Indians, it's too many hands in the pot. It's just a lot of things that could go wrong in those circumstances. And I feel like because of that, I always have this anxiety going into these offices because who the fuck wants to deal with that shit? Not me. Right? So I am good at my job, but the motivation isn't there if the atmosphere is dirty. And a lot of times it is. And so I walked in with this limiting beliefs like, ugh, I'm walking to another set of mess. And to my surprise, it was the total opposite. And so I had this anxiety for what? For nothing. So maybe this is something that you're facing, Leo, where your experience tells you that this next step should give you anxiety. But it's a delusion. Seven of Cups. So I'm glad that you're still charging forward and you're not letting it stagnate you or keep you stuck. But you need to get rid of that little piece of thread of doubt. Okay? So your outcome is you're still going to be moving forward. You're still going to be doing what you're supposed to. And on the bottom, you have manifestation. So you're going to create everything you want. Whatever you got envisioned in your little mind, it's coming to fruition. Okay? Even if you do a little bibbity bop, light your candles, whatever you do, what type of magic, dirt magic, water magic, earth magic, whatever, air magic, whatever magic you do, kitchen magic, whatever you do, because I'm feeling it here somewhere with the magician, it's going to work for you. And if you're not doing the little magic thing, it's just your sheer willpower, Leo, that's moving you forward. You are determined to get whatever it is that you want. This 10 of Cups. Okay, Leo. I mean, I know this is your year, and I knew this was going to happen for you. Based on all of the readings I've been doing lately, Leo is on a roll, and if you don't feel it yet, it's coming. Let's get an angel number for my Leos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh, we have 666. Balance material and spiritual aspects of life. Nurture inner peace and seek harmony in all areas. Why do I feel like this is what you did, Leo? That's why things are coming. And if you didn't get to it, start balancing out the areas in your life because it wants to reward you. Where can you see this? Right here. It wants to reward you. Okay? On the bottom, you have the number 4. Stability and practicality are important for achieving your goals. Yeah, balance out that energy. Angels guide and support you through challenges. So again, I'm not saying you're not going to meet challenges, especially like this 8 of Swords, but it's kind of self-inflicting, right? So this is something you have the power to change. And once you do that and you get out of this disillusion that's holding you back, you're going to be able to manifest. And whatever is due to you, baby, is coming. This is what I have for you, Leo. I love you. I hope it confirms something for you that you were already feeling. Or I hope it guided you to make a decision to where you can get to this manifestation stage. But I love you. And I'll see you next week. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.